Are we... Hey, hi. Can you hear me now? Thanks for letting me know. Whoopsies. Are we good? Yay! Hi. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Pride. Sweet beans. Sweet critters. Welcome in. So, yeah, I'll just welcome y'all in again. I was saying that I'm like so shy and I don't know, just like really shy lately. And so I'm gonna try and lean into that um, and just settle myself into myself. And yeah, hi, welcome in. Hello, Ernesto. Losty, congrats on first. Hello, it's good to see you. Cookie, hi. Oat, hello. Hi, hi. Hi, friends. How's your day going? It's nice to see you. I hope your Wednesday's treating you sweetly. The blue's looking so good. Thank you. Yeah, I am stoked on how it's lightening up. And I'm getting used to it. Feeling like I'm adapting. But yeah, I'm gonna get into some line work. I'm gonna finish off the sketchbook page that yeah. I have so many books and so many, like, yeah, my journal and then all my sketchbooks and my Hobonichi. It's like funny to have to juggle all of them. And I always find myself wanting to and feeling the call to spend more time in all of them so I can like see them fill out. There's a couple of the books, the sketchbooks that I have that are still in the beginning stages, which is funny. But yeah, I'll just have to like get a bit more loose in them. Yeah. Ernesto definitely is in a lot of artist communities for sure. Hi, Jupiter. Cool, cool. Yeah, have so much fun at work today. I know you got some sweet stuff going on. So, yeah, good to see you. Hello. Oh, by the way, we have a new mod. Everyone, welcome Losty to the mod crew. Yeah. So, we got 2 mods now, which is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get into some drawing. I'm feeling so awkward and shy. I don't know why. Lately, I've just been like kind of struggling, honestly, with being online, which is weird. But yeah, let's get into some art and catch up and draw. Yay for mods! Yeah, June. Here we are in June. I think I'm gonna start drawing like a little goals list at the beginning of June just to kind of set some things in motion. And I did this the other day. It was a lot of fun. And I was thinking that we could do a couple other spreads in here just to catch us up. But for now, I think that I'm gonna just continue doing this line work and then potentially coloring it, which would be a lot of fun with my alcohol markers. Yeah. Gotta run and get ready now. Sweet. Cool. Has a good work day, Jupiter. All the best. How's everyone's week been so far? Tell me about, catch me up. I'm just gonna get into my drawing. And might be a bit more quiet than usual. Yeah. We'll see where it goes. Usually when I say it out loud, it helps just get it out there, and then I start to warm up. Sometimes just saying things helps. Yeah. My week has been pretty kind to me. I've been kind of going through it with in relation to like the online world and sharing my art on it. I had a really amazing journal session this morning with my coffee. Lily! Hi! Hello, Raiders! Welcome in. We just started stream. But hi, Lily. How was your stream? How was your stream sesh? What did you get up to? Help us bully Lily into emailing a tattoo artist. Cute. Lily, email tattoo artist. Do it. What are you? Oh my goodness, that's exciting. Hi everyone. If you're new here, my name is Çai, and I am an artist and illustrator here on Twitch. I just started stream. I'm feeling very awkward and shy today. But that's kind of just the person I am, so I'm trying to embrace that. Yeah, hi. I hope you're having a lovely day. Hello, Penny, Mechtel, hi, Eepy Beneepy, hello, Thumperstein, hello, Buds, Riley, Necromancing, hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Loving your illustration so far. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I've been delving into this illustration in this sketchbook for like a month, and I really want to finish it today. So we're just hashing it out. Here's a closer look. We're just getting inky and being shy, awkward critters together. Aw, no sorries, Lily. It's okay. I love this space and I love having you, so thanks for swinging on through. I'm so grateful for you, and yeah. I hope your stream was rad. So strong, so brave. So shy. But yeah, being brave. That's honestly a huge theme of my year so far. It's like, you want to do the things. Being shy is definitely a little bit of a things to move through, but I really love sharing art and connecting and meeting new folks, so here I am. Did you have a good stream, Lily? Yeah, I was saying how I was having I've been having a weird time sharing art lately online. Just going through some things, processing some things in my relation to it, and trying not to hang too much of my self-worth on all the things, on engagement and interactions, and it's just like, yeah, just what I've been moving through. So I had a really awesome journal sesh this morning, and I feel like I made a breakthrough, which was super great. Aw. You're so sweet. You're so kind to me, Lily. I also love hanging out in your stream. For those of you who don't yet know Lily, go give them a follow. They're delightful to hang out with. I love their streams a lot. Always lots of giggles and lots of rock facts. Yeah, moving through, just being a little human. The best thing you can be is yourself. Yeah, word, McTell, for sure. It's tough, but we got this. I believe in us. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Nice to meet you. Kudos to you, honest. You're doing it while shy, staying true to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Some days are just great, and I feel very like centered and confident, and then other days I just feel like a big schmoop, like just a little critter that wants to hide in the woods. So I kind of want to make this space a place where we can, you know, be little critters together and kind of hide away, but also hold solidarity for one another in life and such, and advocate. Dream was wonderful. Woohoo! Doing all of the things. I do need to run away and de-stream. Yes, yes. Of course, Lily. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. And thanks for the support and the raid and being so rad. We'll see you around, pal. Here's some head pats. Head pats. Hello. Yeah, it's tough being perceived as well. It's this like weird this balance of, because I want to share art and I want to connect and I want to, you know, strike creative joy in folks' lives, and my aim is to bring a sense of comfort and, yeah, inspiration, but also just figure out, it's all about figuring out the balance, and ain't that just the way, you know, life does its thing. Life sure knows how to do its thing. But this past weekend I took a little internet break and just got outside, and it was really nice, and I think I want to keep doing that because, yeah, I think that helped bring a bit more balance. Because it's easy to just like be so immersed in internet land, especially when it's kind of like tied to work and a job, but it was cool to kind of give taking a break from it a go. It was really positive, so I want to keep it up. How's everyone's day going? If you feel called to share. Really excited to color this. I think I'm going to use my alcohol markers. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, Ani. Welcome in. It's good to see you, pal. Oh my god, yay, my tabs combined. Isn't that funny when that happens? I love when that happens. I'm like, oh, friend. Friends of friends. Pretty good. Work is slow at the moment. Nice. Nice, nice. Been very low wounds all week. Going through some health stuffs, but been taking it easy. My heating pad and tea been my bestie. Heating pads and tea are such comforting resources. And yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Oat. Def empathize with that. I have been trying to figure out how to navigate being neurodivergent and quiet and hypersensitive and all the things, and discovering what I can do to accommodate myself, so I don't burn out so often. But it is quite a journey to figure out and find it to be like quite a dance. It's a dance for sure, so I'm happy to hear you're taking care of yourself. There's some head pats for you. Aw. How's your day going, Ani? Congrats on early creatures. Yeah. Learning this is going to be an adventure. So cool to see art come together. And this one has definitely been on the back burner. I want to spend more time in this sketchbook. I was saying earlier that I have so many books, but I really want to like just splash paint in all of my sketchbooks and just go in and do like little loose sketches and play around. A lot of my stuff is usually pretty detail oriented, and I don't know. Trying to figure out many things today. Yeah, I know I know how that goes. I know those feels. Want to do everything at once, so trying to center. Yeah, one step at a time. It's tough too when you're neuro spicy. I find that the executive function and everything too, and it's just a challenge, but I'm rooting for you and I believe in you. It is tough. I also feel like I have lots of dreams and things that I want to set in motion, and I also very much so feel that I'm just so ambitious, and I have been coming to realize that I can't do everything in a day or a week. Like it needs to be spread out. But it's so tough because I just want to do it all so bad, but I only have so much energy. So yeah, it's tricky. But yeah, the overwhelm is real, but I just like tell myself every day one step at a time. One heckin' step at a time. Used some acrylic gouache on my Hobonichi and it worked very well. I would imagine that would work really, really well. Like the milkiness.
Not sure if I gave Lily a shout out. Usually
Is forgotten sometimes. Here's a little cheeky shout out for Lily. Okay. Cool on. Have a good lurk and work. Good luck with it all. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a quiet stream. I was saying earlier. So. Really. Aw, alright, Oat. Has good rests. Rest up good. Take care. Has nice horizontal villains. know it's Wednesday, but did anyone get up to anything this past weekend? It was really nice to take a little internet breather. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna continue to do that on weekends, just like take a step back and immerse myself outside and hang out with my buds and just kind of not have my brain so much in tech land. So I can hopefully show up more authentically. And yeah, just kind of set that boundary. I'm trying to figure out my boundaries, my energetic boundaries, and just settle into getting clear on what my intentions are and my goals and all of that. So I kind of have a more grounded approach and don't get lost in the sauce so much so often. Keepers. Carol, hi. Welcome in. It's good to see you. How's you doing? I'm having a very quiet, awkward day. I think I'm just like embracing that that's who I am, and I'm gonna just start leaning into that a bit more. But every day is different, so that's what's happening today. Weirdly, that activity is exhausting me. What activity? Putting conscious effort into being intentional with your time spent setting boundaries. I get tired just thinking about it. Fair enough. Yeah. It takes some effort to sit down with, but that's just where I'm at. That's you where you're at. Aw, cute. You're knitting. Heck yeah. Gonna visit a potential future art studio in a few hours. Booyah. Cool. That sounds lovely. Neat. What are you knitting? Aw, giving Howl energy today. That's cool. I love that. Awesome. Feeling very zen watching you trace lines. Heck yeah. Is the aim. Knitting a long sleeve lacy shirt. Ooh, it's with really thin yarn and has lots of holes, so it's good for spring, summer. Oh, I think so. I did see a picture of what you were thinking of making, and the new yarn you got looks awesome. That's very exciting. I'm excited I'm stoked to see it all come together. And it's with this really gorgeous, ethically sourced yarn that's been hand dyed and everything. Cool. Oh, what a treat. What a treasure. Arr. Yeah, takes skill. So that's really, really radical and cool. Hello, Keisha. Hello. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing today? Enough points for a doodle request. We haven't done one of those in so long. We can do one. I'll have to figure out a page to draw it in to start the doodle sheet for June. Yeah, I'm down. Oh, we have a doodle request. But yeah, pick one of those, and I'll just randomize how I approach it. So keep it simple. Just pick 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Cool. I'll do a little star for you. Doing good. Finally bought Red Dead 2 to try it out. Oh, sweet. Heck yeah, new games. That's rad. I'm very awkward and quiet today. But I'm also just gonna start embracing that about myself. So I'm doing, other than that, I'm doing pretty swell. I had a really good journal session this morning. And had a bit of a breakthrough in regards to my approach to the internet world and my art. I've been going through it lately, and yeah. Okay. Let's start our little doodle page. So, Beryl redeemed a star doodle. I also want to go into my channel points and finagle and rework some things. But for now, maybe I'll just go. Okay, here we go. %, EP, so I still have my coffee energy. I noticed that I get so EP in the late afternoon. I have to gear into my optimal energy for the beginning of the day. all the EPs. You're buzzing apparently. Only 5%? Does that translate accurately? A baby. Yeah. I have to give him a couple flowers to hold. Yeah. We'll see where this page goes. We haven't had a doodle request in so long, like not even since I returned to stream, so yay. Exciting. There you go. A little star. A little flower holding star for Farrell. There you go. Yay. Yay. Starts off June with the doodles. Cute. Thanks for the redemption. That was fun. Oh, yeah. How was your birthday? Spring sunlight really gets you going. Yeah. I think 5% is accurate. Woohoo! Let's go. That's rad. Love to hear it. I've been soaking up the spring sun as well, and it's definitely helps with energy. Making a point to go outside on walks, and it's so good for the soul. It was good. It was funny. My friends and I had so many plans, and all we managed to do was eat dinner. That's real. That's so real and fair. Made a strawberry cake. Ooh. Yum. I haven't had strawberry cake in years. That sounds nice though. You'll just have to do a little fairy themed beach party another time. Doesn't matter if it's your birthday. My eye is so itchy, but I have makeup on. Like the biggest issue with wearing makeup for me is I'm such a like face toucher, eye rubber. Maybe I'll do a birthday part 2. Heck yeah. I went out to mine and Joshua's friend's farm this past weekend, which was so nice. We rode quads and dirt bikes and went and ripped out into the field with the dogs. And it was so cute to see them, like, we go to this spot and the dogs just, like, are just the happiest creatures. And they get real into digging holes. It's super funny just to see them, like, and there's also like a little pond that they swim in. And it's all murky and they like drink the water and it's just hilarious. You're like, ugh. But so cute. Yeah, that was fun. The mosquitoes were pretty bad though. I was like, oh, here we go. Begins. Then we sat around a fire for like hours and hung out and giggled and listened to music. And then the northern lights came out and we just like laid on the grass near the dirt road and watched them dance. We were out earlier when they first came out and they're pretty cool but subtle. And then we went out later again. We went inside to snack and then we came back outside and they were just so much more vivid and like stretching down and dancing, and it was a lot of fun. It was such a treasure. It's been a while since I've seen the northern lights, so it was cool. I was like staring at them for so long I didn't want to go inside to bed. But yeah, I just feel really grateful for having a spot to in the country to go to, because that's truly where my heart is, honestly, is in the woods or in the prairie, like rural living and out in the country. So it's sweet to have like a place to go to. Josh and I were like, oh my god, need to get out of the city so bad. Like we're both just going bonkers. So it was nice. Savored. It was perfect and magical. I sunk into every moment of it. Okay, there's an ad starting in like 4 minutes. How was your weekend, Ernesto? We went to Friendship, the Tim Robinson. Is that his name? I always say Tim Robbins, or I think it's Tim Robinson movie. We went with a crew last Friday, and it's been so long since I went to a movie with a crew of friends. It was extremely wholesome, and I giggled my butt off. I just like it was good. Highly recommend if you're into comedy and silliness. Also, I'm like pretty familiar with Tim Robinson through I Think You Should Leave. It took me a bit to like get that show, but me and my buddies watched it a lot like a couple years ago. Whenever we hang out, we just have it on in the background. So pretty funny but probably funnier if you know than Robinson. All the silly. Nice, Ernesto. That sounds like such a restful weekend. You always have the most relaxing, restful sounding weekends. We're so close to coloring this, which is funny. Started this on stream like a month ago. So, gonna be cool and like feel so satisfying to finally finish it. I'll maybe have to make like figure out just like think this is such a art piece. I'll have to figure out how to make prints. I really want to make tapestries out of my art and like start aiming for that. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, shoot. Okay, BRB. While this ad runs, do what you need to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here in like 3 minutes or so. Burp, burp, burp. Thanks for sticking through ads, y'all rule. I had to change my shirt. And I put on some peppermint and lavender oil to just soothe the nerves, them nervies. So I picked out some markers, some colors we're going to start with. I'm going to start out with some light colors, and then I'll probably use some of my Stabilo Boss markers as well. And color this in. I might... Just gonna hold this up for a sec. I might like screenshot this and then make a coloring page. Because my phone is the camera, so I can't take a picture of it, so... Good. And I'll screenshot it later. And perhaps make a coloring page. So I guess we'll start with green. Green. This is my first time using this sketchbook. It's called something creations. And it's cool, but also the pages are like an off-white, which is kind of strange, honestly. I don't know if I like it very much, but just gonna roll with it. I might have to like do the whole painting the background first and then going over it with color or with line work and or more color. I don't know. I might have to use my Stabilo Boss markers because these alcohol markers tend to run the ink a bit. I need to be like a bit more careful because it smudges the ink just a wee bit. We'll see. We'll work with it. We'll see where it goes. It kind of like acts as some shading. So. Yay! Yippee! I'm so thrilled to be finally coloring this piece and finishing it. Woot! Da-da-da-da. I hope that's zoomed in enough for you. Just getting the base color down. And then I'll go in with more darker accents. It's always so scary going in with color because I'm like, I have this fear in the back of my head that I'm just gonna ruin it. Because coloring is pretty intimidating and tough, you know, in a sense. Challenging, but I've learned from doing it and going for it many a times that it turns out all right. Just keep going. Turns out all right. Hi. Hi. Icarus. Welcome in. Nice to see you. How's your day treating ya? Thanks. I dyed it dark blue. I don't know if you saw last stream, but yeah, it's lightened up pretty nicely as well, which I was very excited for. It's a bit of a shift, but I am adjusting. Sometimes when I re-dye my hair, it's like, oh, my whole face feels different now. So it's fun. It's exciting. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been wanting, I feel like so strongly to, I want to shave my head so bad. The desire to shave my head comes in waves. It usually flares up like in spring or summer and then like midwinter. Oh. But I have shaved it in the past. Like I've shaved my head like 3 times so far in my lifetime. And I probably will again, but I have to just like hold on a bit because my hair is it's doing some cool things lately. So, yeah. I have to like convince myself. I just like want to savor it a bit more. Because it does take a bit to grow out again, and then when you have short hair, you want longer hair. I'll probably miss my mullet, so the things. Always wanted to shave my head, but it will never happen. Ooh. Well, it does take bravery and it is liberating, so I highly, highly recommend it. But it is also a shift. But yeah. Your short hair though, Losty, looks so good. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you with short hair, so that takes bravery in itself, you know? Your hair was pretty long. Yeah, the song's a good one. Shaved your head when you were 18. That's a vibe. That's a big mood. Heck yeah. You've never shaved your head, Ernesto? Well, it's liberating. It's a fun time. So I'll leave it at that. I feel like shaving your head is gives such a sense of like letting go, and I always feel like whenever I've shaved my head, it's been the mark of like a very transformative time. Which is so funny because for a lot of my life, my hair was always short. Oh, really? Cool. Since COVID, I stopped getting my hair done as consistently, and it ends up growing out. That's so fair. Yeah. Sweet. That's fun. Cool beans, yeah. It suits you. Short hair suits you. Oats. Yeah, I was gonna get my mullet refreshed, and then Josh was like, I really like your hair. You should keep it. But do what you want. But that kind of got me thinking. I was like, oh, maybe I'll keep it around and let it grow out a bit. I do want to like chop above my ears so it's a bit more of a mullet. But I don't know. That actually looks kind of cool. But I don't know if I could do it myself, you know. Maybe I'll get my sister to help me. But yeah, it's fun to like yeah, my hair is growing to be quite short, so um I have a buddy who is a hairdresser, which makes it a bit more easier to get out and cut my hair, but I'm not one for hairdressers, honestly. Cute. Green and pink is a vibe. Sometimes I feel like color combos follow me. Like, this is probably maybe the second or third time green and pink has come up this past week. And I didn't even like plan. I don't know. Life is pretty cool sometimes. Wow, it was 18, 8 years ago. That's weird to think about. Yeah. Oh man. Thinking back in time in the context of age always throws my brain through a loop and makes me question time. But I often feel like questioning time is a theme in my life generally. But yeah, it is, when you put it into perspective, it's such a heckin' trip. We growing. We growing together. There's been years where I felt like I've lived like multiple lifetimes, though. So it's just like wild and fascinating how we track time as a collective, because I personally don't really resonate with it much. Um, yeah. Do any of y'all have any big goals for June? Is there anything you want to get done and go for this month. Achieve. I really want to get out swimming. Hopefully on Saturdays it'll work out to do so. Ooh, kayaking. Been so long since I've been kayaking. I love being out on the water. Kayaking and canoeing are very dear. That sounds so fun. Do it, do it. Love kayaking. Want to go every summer, never do, but I feel like my soul needs it this summer. Do it up. I hope that it works out for you to get out and do it, because it's such a dreamy time. Bringing snacks and all the amenities and just hanging out on water. It's pretty precious. Yeah, sending you many good luck spells for making it happen. I find it's easier to go when you have like a friend with kayaks, but yeah, I have to remember like there's also spots to rent kayaks, and forget that doing so is an option most summers. Summer is so short, so still need to sit down with Josh and heckin' plan our summer. Ah! Keep saying, I'm like, okay, let's do it tonight. And then when nighttime rolls around, I get so tired and like my brain, no work. So, but like, I really want to sit down and look at it's hard to plan ahead. And I feel like there's thrill to being spontaneous, but oftentimes summer does get away on you. So I don't want to get like some perspective and some feel for it and take a bit more action towards being active outside and embracing the outdoors and spending time doing cool stuff. But he has free yoga classes at the park every week, and I've started going. Rad. Been fun. Been trying to stay more active this summer. Awesome possum. That sounds awesome. Super cool. Yay for that. Proud of you for doing that, doing the things. Not always easy, but once you take those first steps, it can, you know, start to unravel and unfold and gets easier. So that's super cool. I've never really been one for yoga classes, but I like stretching on my yoga mat, and my friend taught me some, like a succession of yoga stretches or whatever. But it's been a while since I've done that. My go-to for activity is walking. Adore. I can adore walking. It's so easy peasy. But yeah, it feels good to stretch and get those stretches in. Dawn Giver, hi, welcome in. Good to see you. How's your day going? Sniffle, sniffle. Been really falling in love lately with purple and gray, like a gray tone purple, or like purple and gray together. Really pretty. I worked on a YouTube video yesterday and I recorded it and edited it and everything. And that's like the first time I've done that, like completed it all in one go in one day. And I'm so stoked. And I feel like the process is really fun, which is something I've been telling myself, like that it really matters because there has to be like a sense of, giving or offering and staying centered in that, but also I want to have it be fun for myself. So it doesn't like feel like a chore. And I think I achieved that yesterday and want to keep going with it. So it's cool. It was a little like success and achievement. It'll be up on Sunday. I'm really trying to like stick to a Sunday schedule, so it's pretty neato. Ooh, I like this pink. Looking at my markers here. Need to like test. Maybe this back page can be a test page. Cute. These colors are really pretty. That's like a purple gray. It's cool. Cool, Ernesto. Word. It's so funny, like, deciding what color to make. I feel like I oftentimes find decision making challenging. Funny. Funny to play around with. Making their sweater green. Oh. Beans. Sweet, it's coming together. It's always like a little awkward at the beginning. as things work themselves in, all the colors and stuff. Cute. comfort definitely lays within these Stabilo Boss markers. I feel like the alcohol markers are cute, but they're not like not familiar with how they work or I think I'm gonna go in with these markers. For the follow. Nice to meet you. We're just having a quiet a quiet day. Quiet sketchbook day. I literally am like brain empty, no thought today. So just rolling with it. That is bright. Hop in. Honestly, this is fully trust the process. Currently leaning into that. A lot of the times I say things and I'm like, oh, that translates well to life in general. I will adopt that. Tell myself that. For sakes. Honestly, I might change my title to being this awkward. Yeah, there we go. I've been playing Amori again for the second time, and it's been healing me as it always does. And I'm making a point this playthrough to explore more, just like aimless wandering and trying to finish all the side quests and just kind of like not doing the next thing even though I know what to do next. Kind of just taking things a bit slower and It's been really fucking cool. I feel like I've made some discoveries and stuff here and there. Seeing how the game shifts and changes and stuff. It's cool. It's neat. I like how these leaves and poppies are turning out. Cute. So I was walking. My mom told me, gave me a check of money order to pay rent. So I put it in the office mail slot. And yep. That's awesome. Wow. Look at you go. Cool story. Nice. Nice. Feel myself getting hungry. Anyone got any lunch or supper plans? Made myself a sandwich for lunch and I'm super stoked. Honestly, I've been kind of thinking about putting up a co-working timer and figuring that out because I am a quiet person, but I do love streaming and like meeting new folks and catching up with people and doing art in this space. But chattiness is like I'm not a chatty person unless I get stoned or I am having a particularly more chattier esque day. Is kind of rare. So I don't know, just learning the ways of Streamland, and I think it's cool. And I've mentioned this before, but putting up like a working timer and then like a chatty break. So there's less pressure on me to keep up with chattiness. And I really appreciate chatty streams myself, so I'm just like, oh, shucks. Like, a bit bummed out that it's hard to keep up with sometimes with socializing. Um, I think if I have a timer, it would, yeah, take some of the pressure off and just kind of go into things with a bit of a better idea. Or to have that, I feel like it'd bring a bit more comfort. And I don't know, figuring it out. Damn, I was just gonna snooze the ad, but we have an ad starting soon, so I guess that's you for a little wee break. I'm gonna eat a sandwich, I think, so I'll see you back here in 5 minutes. Refill your water, stretch, do what you need to do to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here in a bit. Burp, 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 burp. I'm back. Thanks for sticking through the ads, friends. I ate half a sandwich and chugged some water. Borp. Hmm. I can love these markers so much. Thanks, Ernesto. Enjoy your lurk. And good luck with workies. Oops, sorry. We change the song. Blue. I've been dealing with some pretty wild, invasive thoughts recently. So I would, it's like really asking life to be more kind to me, but it's not that life's not kind to me and whatever, but just my internal world sometimes flares up really awful. And I'm just like in a battle mode with my shadow self, seemingly. And no, it's like how can I be more playful, or when I feel things, I feel them deeply and it's hard not to like be consumed by it. And then I just kind of like go inward and get really quiet and um I don't know. I feel like as an artist, this journey has like really been a huge part of, like, that's kind of been the reason why I do art, is because it helps me process my inner world instead of like having it overtake me. Sometimes it still does overtake me, but it's like, does everyone live like this? Does everyone live immersed in like I don't know, just like feelings and always processing things. I'm just tired. Like, give me a break, please. Like, I just want kindness towards myself to come more like naturally. And then like when I'm like feeling this while streaming, it just like every part of me just like wants to end because it's like, why are you even doing this? I don't know. It's strange. Like trying to shift my attitude and perspective, but it still like creeps in. And I guess me talking about it just, I feel like being open about it is probably better than not. Maybe, who knows? Who the heck knows? How that vulnerability can really allow for others to feel less alone, but also, yeah, every part of my brain today is just being very, I'm just being really hard on myself. And I guess you get to see it in action, so. But yeah, would love for life not to be so intense all the time, my internal world. I want more whimsy, no darkness. Bonk. Same, dude. Frickin' same. I oat. Still here, hee hee. I appreciate you. I'm also like trying. I'm like going through this phase where I really love sharing art online. I really love streaming. I love making YouTube videos, but I'm like at this point where I feel like I'm trying to reconnect with my why, because yeah, just being lost in the sauce. But also, as a quiet person, I feel like it's really, and I'm sure it'll be easier with time. That's what I'm telling myself, but it's actually really challenging to, and I've been saying this since I first started streaming, but it's very hard to accurately like represent who I am through this little screen, you know? Thanks for the follow. Nice to meet you. But because it's very overstimulating, there's all these factors. I also don't like, I'm scared to like offend people by like letting my real personality come out, because I feel like I'm a jokester, but like I have like weird humor, and I just like don't want to hurt people's feelings by saying what I'm thinking or feeling. And it's like I feel like sometimes, you know, and it's all just discovering, all part of the journey. I'm just really trying to figure out how to be myself. But I guess that's what today is like kind of revealing different side of like my quiet self, my awkward self, but then there's awkwardness within that awkwardness because I feel like exposed and vulnerable. So it's like this whole thing, this whole unraveling, this whole unfolding of just revealing more of myself, and it's just strange, and it freaks me out, man. So I don't know. Hello, the jumping limb plant. Welcome in. Love the art you make. I'm just heading to bed, but I'll definitely be back some other time. All right. Well, thanks for the follow and saying hi. It's nice to meet you. Love to see you around. And sweet dreams. My humor is very dry, and I feel so anxious about being a silly guy and hurting someone's feels. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. That's like the thing about, I don't know, thing about warming up to people. And it takes me quite a while to warm up the new folks. Um, and I guess it just like starts to happen naturally when I personally see a person and I'm like developing a friendship with them or whatever, like become more familiar. I start to like warm up more, and I guess I've been trying to tell myself that recently too, with being like a quiet, shy person. It takes a while to warm up, and when I think about my closest friendships, they didn't start right away. It took like time, like repetitive, like uh, hanging out, and that those hangouts kind of happen naturally, crossing each other's paths and life bringing us together. Um, I think, yeah, it's slowly, it's a process of opening up. So I just think about how quiet and shy I am, and to be doing this is just surreal. And I'm just very kind of in shock that I'm doing it sometimes because I'm just like, what? You don't do this. You don't chat. You don't like open up to people. I don't know. It's this weird thing, this phase I'm in right now. It's just like all so surreal. So moving through it. Times have also been so strange. We just want whimsy and fun and magic, but society and capitalism don't like it. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's weird. I like the effort that is asked of us is a lot, and it's very extractive, um, and that can be exhausting. You know, it's hard to figure out how to move through it and still preserve like playfulness and whimsy and fun. And I think that's an art form in itself. Um, I think obviously working class deserves so much more than they are given, and there needs to be accountability held for that, because life life should be just so much more than what it is. I don't know. It's a whole can of beans, and I think the ultimate fuck you to that the way thing how the way things are is figuring out how to improve your quality of life, your well-being, and planting whimsy and fun and playfulness in your everyday. And it's an art form in itself, it's a practice, but it's like a call to attention as well. I'm really trying to do just like with that also, it just yeah. I take on the heaviness a lot of the time, and my inner world is very, like, I'm very in tune with it. Like, I feel my feelings deeply, and sometimes they rule. And when that happens, I'm just like, okay, how can I self regulate, bring myself down to earth, and, move through this without it spiraling out of control? So I guess this is like me still showing up, but working through some things internally. So, yeah, it's weird. Aw, Oat, you're so sweet. I'm so happy to have you in this little community. It is so special. I feel that deeply, and it's very much a place of refuge and inspiration and comfort for me. So I feel like this is just who I am. I feel like every stream I'm just like, oh, I'm going through it, but y'all are so dear and this space is feels so safe. So it's like kind of accepting my fate, I guess. And we're in this together. But I guess yeah, we're on our second month here of being back to stream. Um, and I'm just trying to figure out some things on like what to do on more quieter days, more awkward days. And so I think the co-working timer might be a really cool approach, something to bring in to the space that will take a bit of the chatty, um, normal expectation or whatever, take the pressure to be that way all the time off of me. Oh, yeah, just ruminating, just figuring it out. Yeah, rambles. Just I'm just really trying to figure out how to be more kind to myself and not get caught up in those feedback loops that really tend to take over, and then I'm just caught in battle mode, and it is exhausting. I'm like, how can I hone in on the ways where life is good and be a rebel and pay attention to quality of life details that I can uh, enhance um, and bring more attention to. Thanks, Oat. Also here for you. We're in it together, honestly. It's I know I'm not alone. um, as comforting as that is, it's also sad. I just like want us to thrive and but coloring and seeing this come together is making my heart smile really big. So it's cool. We're getting through the awkward phase of it. It's coming more to life. Yeah, I did some writing this morning, and when I was finished writing, I was like, this would be so cool to make into a YouTube video, like to have a voiceover and read all of it or a bit of it. It's just some like very, very potent thoughts. I also get kind of scared to share potent thoughts because I don't know, it's just intimidating and I don't want to be taken the wrong way and all the things that kind of like are normal and whatever. I think it's a very relatable feeling. Like being vulnerable is really tough. A lot of the time I have held back on saying things out loud because I'm just freaked out. But the wisdoms, always in a dance with the feels and the wisdoms. I feel like a little witch in the forest. Okay. Coloring is like so intuitive, it's wild. What? Or pink. Swan, swan. Do any of you have a video game that like it's your comfort video game? Or that you could like play over and over again and just makes you so happy? I feel like my comfort video game used to be Pokemon Red on Game Boy. Like played through and beat that game so many times. But haven't brought out the Game Boy in a long time. Also, you might already know this, but probably for me, my comfort game would be Ocarina of Time. The treasured and dear game to me. Ocarina of Time for sure. Nice. Have the 3DS version. Wicked. That's awesome. I think the remaster, like the remake or whatever, is so good. I really love the N64. I have it on N64 and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of older details in the N64, even though it's like a bit more old school graphics. Yeah. Ocarina of Time! Oh, good. Also, Twilight Princess. Oh, haven't played it since leaving my parents' house. They sold my GameCube. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Heck, shakes fist. My parents sold my N64 without asking me, and then I got really upset, and so my dad bought me one from like the secondhand store for my birthday. It was like for my 18th birthday or something. So I got it back. So I know the feeling. Ding dang parents. So silly. I have not played Twilight Princess, which is absolutely cuckoo bananas. I have. Yeah, I want to play it the better graphics. Because I do actually have it on this GameCube that I got last year. The graphics are kind of crummy. Like, damn it. But I might just have to do it. Because that's a game, you know, like I'm a sucker for anything Zelda, so. Hi, Starry. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. He's having a tender, awkward day in here. Part of me, like, kind of wonders if I streamed on Tuesdays, if it would be easier to warm up. Because I only stream one day a week. I don't know. It's like, shoot, trying to figure it out, because I think it just takes, like, a bit of warming up, and then, yeah. We are truly in this together, because I am figuring out what works and what doesn't, and how to accommodate my quiet, awkward self, so. I didn't forever be bitter that Nintendo never released a Switch version. No shit. I feel the same bitterness. Yep. I also don't have money for the Switch too. And relate. Folks be stoked, and I'm just like, ugh, bruh. I have the Switch OLED. Is that what it is? So it's really nice, and I'm just like, yeah. Ding dang. I don't get it. That's the video game. That's what video game consoles be going down with them. I'm just like, oh yeah. Things get upgraded and released, and I don't know. But yeah, I played I played Skyward Sword on Switch, and it was so good. Oh my gosh. That's a game I'll have to play again, because I've only played through it once, and it's precious, and, you know, it's a heckin' treasure, another treasure of a Zelda game, so. Oh, I'm excited to play through Twilight Princess though when it does happen. Still have my Animal Crossing New Horizons version I got a week before quarantine. Heck yeah. Heck yes. Yeah, I got a Switch during the COVID lockdown, and it was my window back into video games. It made my heart really happy because I grew up playing video games, so cool. It's cool to be back into it again. Restful. I need to finish Tears of the Kingdom. I still have to finish my quests, but I finished it and I cried like a baby. I cried so much in that game. So many weeps. Is so good. Yeah, the ending is very much so better than the Breath of the Wild. I do love Breath of the Wild, but the story in Tears of the Kingdom slayed so much harder. It's like blew me away. Little colorings. Ah. Cute. No, I'm gonna cry a lot, so I've been putting it off for a long time now. Honestly, I put it off for quite a while too. Like I think it was just a couple months ago I picked it back up and was like, I'm defeating Ganon. I am determined. I'm going in. I'm doing it. Being brave. Because it also is like pretty scary. So yeah, I did it. Also, I don't know, maybe it was me procrastinating because I wanted to complete all my side quests before I defeated Ganon, but I was like, just do it. Just go for it. And it was actually like a lot more challenging than Breath of the Wild, which was great. But yeah. It's so good. You're gonna love it. Cute. Oh man, this is so satisfying. So scary. Yeah. Yeah, I am quite a horror fan. I like scary stuff. So that game definitely tickled the scary, and I enjoyed it. It made me made my heart drop a couple times. Ah. So good. So good. Wondering what I can do this background. Ooh. Okay, before we get to background stuff, I want to tie in a couple things. I want to get ahead of myself. Okay, let's do background. Or wait. No, yeah, let's do background. Love horror, but the beep made me feel like a weenie. Same. That's like one of the main parts that made my heart drop. And like, still kind of does sometimes with the music. Holy smokes. Alright. Blue, I'm gonna use these pastel. I don't know if that blue's showing up. I don't know what color to use. Eek. Maybe pink. You can blend it. Ooh. Pink and green will always be a super color combo. Yeah, it's cute. It's very cutie. Cutie coated. Yeah, I started out this piece with pink and green. Like, oh, kind of following me around lately. Yes, we're doing it. Am I gonna do anything fun this weekend? I actually am going on a little trip to visit a pal in another city. My pal Zan, actually. We're gonna hang and they're house sitting. So we're gonna catch up, and I'm only going for like one day. I wanna go back for like a longer trip that a ways, but yeah, I'm excited to see them and hang, and I might tattoo some folks. Get away. Have a little getaway. So I'm stoked for that. Are you getting up to anything fun this weekend? Love a little day trip. Yeah. Same here. I used to travel a lot more, and that was a life in my 20s. I rambled around and slept outside. Got into trouble. That was kind of a lifetime ago, but find myself, as much as I do, love being in, like, I'm such a homebody, but I also really love change of scenery and like spontaneousness and excitement. Like, traveling is I love it so much. Super rad. So I'm stoked to get little doses here and there. We'll see how I'm faring the rest of the week, but probably park hangs. Awesome. I love park hangs. Something about like laying a blanket out with friends and chilling in a park. That's just like satisfies my forever teenage heart. You know? I hope you're feeling better, Oat. Truly. I just like empathize so hard with feeling under the weather because I went through a lot of that like last year. And it's just very not nice. So hope you feel better as soon as possible. Yeah. Head pats for Oat. I don't know if I've given you head pats yet. There go, Pally O'Malley. Honestly, there's a couple of folks on Twitch that are more like quiet and embrace that quietness. I think I just need to get the heck out of my head about everything and, you know, not like imprison myself within this, you need to be a certain way. I feel like I've lived a lot of my life like that, where it's like, I don't know, living as a quiet person in a world like that celebrates and like, I don't know, I just feel like, and this might be a story I'm telling myself too, based on like experiences growing up, but I just feel like being social and like accommodating people socially and being joyful and full of energy, and, you know, like, as much as like I'm not shaming that in any way, but like being extroverted and just like chatting and being really like charming and fluent, and, you know, that is so heavily celebrated, especially in the internet world. And I love streaming and I want to do this, but sometimes I like doubt myself and I feel like I need to be different than how I am because I want to make this happen and like continue, but my inner critic just like tells me like it's not possible, or all these things that are trying to like make up excuses or say like convince me to quit or whatever. And I've dealt with that a lot in my life in regards to like things that I want to do or even just like existing socially. And it gets a little isolating, and I don't know. I think that's like part of what I'm processing as well. And I don't know. This I just like don't want to I want to be like open and share my inner process, but I like criticize myself with that as well. So it's just like, holy smokes, the inner critic is just so tough to coexist with sometimes. Um, but seeing others, like other fellow quiet critters on and amongst the internet world and like streaming makes me feel like safer to be here, and you like continue discovering what that means. Oh, there's an ad. BRB. Little breaky poo. Burp. Hi, thanks for sticking through the ads. Those just snuck up on us, didn't they? But yes, embracing quietness and not shaming myself or ourselves for being quieter. But navigating it all. I just am, guess I'm figuring out how to get out of my own way as well. Like I can just exist and be myself. Getting out of my head about not being able to, for whatever reason. Yeah. Pondering the things. Okay, so making progress. Do I add red? I want to make like a bit darker. I started uploading VODs to YouTube, which I mentioned in my last stream. It's fun. I added some like bird sounds in the background in the last VOD, and kind of makes me a bit sad that the music can't be in it, but I'm figuring out how to like make a like ambient-esque, relaxing, soothing, restful, playful online pocket for folks. So that is the mission. Imposter syndrome when I catch you. Dude, it honestly is a journey of self-discovery being amongst this. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten to know myself so much being in online spaces and sharing myself and my art because I don't know. I've grown so much. I've come such a long way, but still it's at play, very much so. And I don't know how to. I honestly, I'm at a loss with it because I didn't think that it, you know, I struggled with it very much, but I guess when I'm putting myself out there, it really peeks its head, reveals itself. Yeah, I don't know, and I really just I've had to deal with that my entire life, and actively growing. I just want to do art and giggle and share little human wisdoms without like questioning myself, yada yada. The monster, but do what we can. But upon reflection, I have come a long way, which is cool. It is about, I don't know, it's about the human experience and sharing that and maybe revealing the not so nice bits that maybe perhaps help people feel less alone. Um, yeah. I'm just like ultimately thankful to be here doing what I do and sharing art. So my brain could just not overcomplicate it, you know, but it's a process of revealing and yada yada yada, you know? Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yay. Coming to life. Now, go in with some white. This even, I guess it's a cool way to add like sparkly bits. Song is so cute. This song. So cute. I really want to start playing music in the mornings again. To play guitar and sing. Like practice country, old-timey country covers and Neil Young, and I miss having. Sometimes I'd spend like all day just playing music. I really miss that, honestly. I want to get back into that again. But oftentimes journaling overrules the music playing. It's cool to come back to it though, from time to time. We're slaying the Foster syndrome beast together. Truly, truly, we're in this together. For real, for real. Is real life. Real talk. I think I'm gonna wrap up stream here. We heckin' finished this piece that I started like more than a month ago. Cool. It's sweet to see it come together and like all the colors as they layer, and you know, it really do be happening and coming together in its own way. You just gotta trust the process. Doing a classic Psy move where I say I'm done and then I continue. just some finishing touches. Well, I'm glad I showed up anyways today, you know? I'm thankful for all you sweet critters stopping by, saying hello, the follows and the sweet raid. We got good buds in here, and I honestly feel better. I just ultimately I hope that like when I share my internal world, my emotional landscape, my process, my like inner being, and I'm vulnerable with that, I just hope that it's it's not inappropriate, or, you know, that's my ultimate hope in this space, because it really does help to talk about things and for me to feel open. Here, I'll go to my chat screen. Yeah, we did it. We did it, buds. What a sweet stream. What a sweet, awkward, quiet, haunted by shadows, but slaying the monsters together type stream. Oh, geez. I appreciate you, and I'm ultimately grateful to be sitting here in such a comfy space doing art and sharing my world and hearing about your worlds. And yeah, we're in it together. Trust the process. That's the message for today. And stay awkward, friends. I'm gonna find someone to raid here. Oh, Ani's live. Oh my gosh, they've been live for like... They just went live. Eek. Eek. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. So many cuties are live right now. Owie. Well, Mayberry is live, and she's usually live on Tuesdays, but she's live today, so let's go raid May and say hi to May and send her our love and such and such. Let's go. Bingo. Here's the raid message. For whoever wants to join in the raid. Let's go. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate you so heckin' much for sticking it through with me in these little awkward pockets. You know, just doing my best and ultimately feeling thankful. Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a YouTube video on Sunday. You wanna keep an eye out for that. And I will have the VOD up on YouTube on Friday, most likely. What else? What else? Yeah, I'll potentially see you next week at 12:30 CST on Wednesday, and we'll do more art and have more silly little chats. Yeah, see you around. Take care. Care you lots. Be kind to yourself. You hear? We got this. We heckin' got this. Okay. Bye, buddies. Bye.